On the 21st of December 1988, Pan American Flight 103 was over the Scottish town of Lockerbie when a bomb exploded on the plane. 259 people aboard the plane were killed. As parts of the plane hit the ground in the village, it destroyed houses, killing 11 people on the ground, including entire families. It took 3 years, but investigators from the UK and the USA identified 2 Libyan agents as being responsible for the bombing. In 1991, they demanded that Libya extradite those agents for trial in the United States. Libya refused on the basis that it did not have relevant extradition arrangements. However, Libya, the USA, and the UK were all parties to the 1971 Montreal Convention for the Suppression of Unlawful Acts against the Safety of Civil Aviation. That treaty contained dispute resolution provisions, and Libya sought to use those provisions to commence an arbitration about what should happen with the alleged Lockerbie bombers. The USA and the UK, however, were fixed on the idea of extradition. They used their positions on the United Nations Security Council to have the Security Council pass resolutions calling on the Libyan government to extradite the alleged bombers. The UN Security Council is one of the most senior bodies in the United Nations. The International Court of Justice then had to decide which should take precedence, the provisions of the convention that required arbitration or the Security Council resolution. They said, irrespective of the right claimed by Libya under the Montreal Convention, Libya has a charter-based duty to accept and carry out the decisions in the resolution, and other states have a charter-based duty to seek Libya's compliance. Any indication of provisional measures would run a serious risk of conflicting with the work of the Security Council, and the Council had rejected, inter alia, Libya's contention that the matter should be addressed on the basis of the right claimed by Libya under the Montreal Convention. In other words, regardless of the content of the treaty, the Security Council's resolutions took precedence. This case is precedent for the very troubling notion that those countries on the Security Council can just override treaty provisions by making resolutions. The 2 men were eventually handed over for trial, but in the Netherlands. One was convicted and imprisoned. May the spirits of all those who perished in the plane and on the ground rest in peace.